Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and peace be with you, brothers and sisters of humanity. I hope all's well. Welcome to another video. This video is called Don't Do Daddy Things If You Don't Want to Be a Daddy. I love this guy. Amazing, amazing, amazing clip. I love this clip. I think this guy says it so perfectly. I know it's very short, but it's beautiful. Check it out.
If you're not ready to be a daddy, don't do daddy things. Be a man and decide that if you're not willing to actually make a commitment to the woman you're about to sleep with or the child you might be about to create, then you don't make that decision. But you don't get to cop out of your responsibility, put it all on her as if you're noble and a feminist because you supported her right to choose. No, you supported her right to bear the burden for the rest of her life because of an action you participated in and then walked away from. I cannot think of a lower form of irresponsibility than that. And I find it absolutely disgusting.
I love this. If we don't want to be parents, then we shouldn't be doing the things that can make us parents. The actions that can create parenting. Don't do it. But to whine about it and say, I didn't have a say whether or not this child is born, it's such a nonsense. This video is addressed to the red pill movement, the whiny men movement. That's what I call them. This usually has to do with the complaints against paying child support. Because a lot of these men want to fool around, do whatever it is that they want to do, but they don't want to live with the consequences. Their claim is that if I don't want to marry you, if I don't want to marry the woman that I sleep with, then I should have a say in whether or not she has the baby, if she gets pregnant. No, you don't. The baby lives inside of her. Oh, because you don't want to pay child support? Too late. You should have thought about it before you did daddy things. And yes, this is addressed to women to a certain extent as well. If you don't want to be a mother, keep your legs closed. If you open your legs and let a man in, then you better understand the consequences that you might get pregnant. And if you get pregnant, then maybe you shouldn't use abortion as contraceptive. But today we're talking about men. Listen, you know you have a choice whether you should become a father or not, right? It's simple. Don't sleep with a woman who you don't want to marry. Or better yet, don't sleep with a woman who's not your wife. Okay? It really is that simple. But whining about women are making us fathers. What are you talking about? Women are making us fathers when we don't want to be fathers. Do these men ever listen to their whining? Because a lot of them, I'm sorry, are not making any sense. And we have an epidemic of men. I don't know if I should call them a men or impregnators, semen distributors, running around, sleeping with women, different women, or some of them even being married, having children, and not providing for them, walking away anytime they deem necessary or whenever they feel like it. That's why we're having fatherless world. That's why a lot of you whiny men are having crisis, because many of you did not have fathers that were involved in your life. You're taking it all on us. We're the ones who raise you. We're the ones who don't leave. And now you want to repeat the cycle. You're taking responsibility away from you by saying, oh, we just had fun together. You're not supposed to be pregnant. Well, duh. 1 + 1 equals what? Not 3, not 5, just 2. You go sleeping around with women, distributing your semen. Guess what? Somebody's going to get pregnant. And you will be stuck paying child support. And if you don't pay child support, I mean, some women, not decent women, shouldn't hold the child hostage from their dad, since it's her fault sleeping with a loser. You know, when a woman sleeps with a loser or marries one, if he can't afford to pay child support, or if he's not paying, I think you should still let the child see their father, because they had no choice. Children have no choice. It's the parents that make these decisions when they get involved with each other. So kids should not be paying the price for our bad decision making. Once you have a child or children together, both of you are their parents. And you should be involved in their lives. And if the father, because usually it's the mother that keeps the child, because we, again, never leave. We're the ones that stay. So if he happens to be a loser, not a real man, it's your fault, ladies. And this is regarding all women. Just let this man be part of his child's or children's lives. Let them stay involved. Because again, the child has nothing to do with this choice that you made. But for some men to think that they can get women pregnant and then have no consequences for their actions, it is so ridiculous. It's kind of dumb. Don't sleep around. It's very simple. The world would be a better place if we all stop fooling around with people we're not married to. If you do daddy things, there will be consequences, and there should be consequences for your actions and participation. Keep your pants up. Keep your zipper closed. Nothing's going to happen. Be a man. Become a man, rather. Choose well. Get married. Raise a family. But you want to have your cake and eat it too. Yet, you don't want any responsibilities. So you whine about it. I have no choice. This is where women go wrong. And it's unfair. When they have the child, when they decide to have the child, they go and ask for support. But when they don't want to have the child, when they want to abort the child, they don't tell the men. And that's so wrong. It's a double standard. It's selfish. Maybe you ought to let him know first. SubhanAllah, let him know. You never know. He could be a jerk. I understand if he's a jerk and you don't want to share a child with a jerk. But it's your fault. You slept with him. You should have thought about that before you slept with him. And you should always think about that. Do not sleep with a man who is not marriage material. Do not. Don't even sleep with him, is what I would say to you. But not that you would take my advice. I hope you do. I hope some of you do. But do not fool around with a man who's not marriage material. And if you get pregnant, it's only fair that you let him know. Because you never know. If he's a decent man, he might want to get married. And if he doesn't want to get married, or you don't want to marry him, he might want to help you take care of the child. But this notion of fooling around, sleeping around, whining about it afterwards, both genders, men and women, do this all the time. A lot of women always complaining, well, I just can't afford, keeping the child because I can't afford the child. That's not fair. That's not right. That is so wrong. Have some faith. Your life can change. Your life can change because of this child. I think there is so much wrong in today's world where we're all obsessed with immediate gratification. Just want to get that urge out of the way first, and then, what have I done? Oh my God, what happened? If you do not want to be parents, then don't do the actions that can make you parents. It's simple. Don't do it. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe.